Hi everyone, this is Adam from Ads Productions and this is the review of the Sony WH-1000XM3 noise cancelling headphones. Okay, so you get these headphones home, you open the box, what do you get? Well, it comes with a USB-C cable. This is primarily used for charging. You also get an adapter so you can use it on an airplane. You know, those awkward two-pronged adapters that you want to use to connect to the armrests that you're battling with your neighbour over. You also get an audio cable. The quality of the cables themselves are so-so. They feel like an afterthought, and to be honest, you can probably pick up better ones from third-party vendors. But moving swiftly on. This also comes with a carry case. It's pretty well made. Nice little zip that goes around it, hard back so that it doesn't break whenever you throw it in a bag. Does the job just fine. You do have to fold the headphones down in a particular way to get a snug fit into the case, but it works. I like it. Good job. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the design of the headphones. First, the ear cups. They have a very nice cushion around the outside, meaning that you can wear them for a long period of time, and that's exactly what they're designed to do. Because all over their website it's pictures of people with it on their head, on aeroplanes, travelling for long distances, or even walking down the street. You know, it's supposed to be a comfortable pair of headphones. And by the look and feel of the ear cups straight out of the box, it definitely looks like it's going to be like that. I've actually got the headphones in my hand right now as I'm talking to you over this voiceover. They feel very sturdy, they feel very well made. They don't feel like a pair of headphones that's going to break easy, and for a couple of $100, you don't want that. The band, when you slide it up and down, very sturdy. That's probably the weakest point of the headphone, and they've done their best to make it very easy to use and very sturdy. I don't think there are any other words to describe that. So the flexibility, if you try and pull it all the way open and all the way closed, it doesn't feel like it's going to snap. The ear cup left and right feature a left and right L and R indication, one in a sort of grey colour and the other one in a red. Not really sure why they've chosen to do that, but they have. On the left we've got Made in Malaysia. You've also got the various different Bluetooth icons and technical gubbins on there that I'm sure you're going to pay a massive amount of attention to. On each of the ear cups we have the Sony branding that's used to obviously remind you that you've just spent the money on a pair of Sony headphones and not a pair of Bose. And also on each of the ear cups you have a little indentation that's quite an oval shape. These are your microphones that take in the surrounding sound, which is then used by the crazy technical algorithm inside the headphones that I'm not going to pretend to understand, to then cancel out any of the unwanted noise. So any time you hear the noise cancelling in operation, these two microphones on the left and right ear cup are doing all the work. Like most headphones, when you wear these for a few hours and it's a hot environment, you know the rest, it's not going to be the most pleasant pair of headphones to wear because of the material. And I found just that on the plane. I mean, I flew to Japan, which is maybe an 11-hour flight, and I wore these for maybe 10 of the 11 hours. And it wasn't even that bad, to be honest. The planes are humid and you know the deal. It wasn't the most comfortable thing in the world like I imagine the Bose to be. It's a padded pair of headphones that I could wear for 10 plus hours. I mean, that's good enough for me. Charging these headphones is pretty damn cool, I'm not going to lie to you. It does exactly as it says on the box, and that's just not a cliche statement. If you charge it for about, 15 to 25 minutes, you can get 5 hours of playback. So just think about that for a second. Let's say, we've all been there, so you forget to charge your headphones and you think, damn it, let me just charge it for 20 minutes so it's got enough to at least give me a few minutes in the car. No, these headphones last for hours on a tiny charge. So if it's battery life you're worried about with these headphones, just don't, because it's not a thing. You've got the Bluetooth connected, and now you have the Headphones app, or the Headphones Connect app. Can't quite ever remember what it's called. Basically, Headphones Connect. Anyway, when you have that app open, you'll see loads of different options and tweaks and things you can do to the headphones. At the top, you'll see WH-1000XM3, so obviously the name, as well as some various audio settings underneath, as well as the fact that it's Bluetooth. You'll see your battery life there. First off, you'll see adaptive sound control. Basically what you do, you enable this, then it detects the environment that you're in. So if you're walking down a city centre, it will adjust itself. If you're in your room, it'll adjust itself. If you're on public transport or you're flying, it will know basically how to deal with the current situation that you're in. So when you press it and you enable it, it does take maybe a minute or so to fully understand where you are. And then arguably it sets it to the right settings. This is all trial and error though. You also have the ambient sound control setting, and basically you can choose whether or not you want maximum noise cancelling or you want to allow, every sound or just a few. So for example, if you want to be a bit more aware of cars, you can just slide it across to ambient sound, I don't know, somewhere like between 9 and 16. So this will keep the noise cancelling going, but it will allow certain things that you want to hear in. And obviously if you want to hear nothing, or if you want to hear no ambient sound, slide it all the way down to noise cancelling. You also have a tick box underneath that says focus on voice. This is pretty self-explanatory. You can also change between the settings here. You can choose between staying, which is sitting in one place like I'm doing now. You have walking, which is walking down the street. You have running, which I wouldn't recommend with these headphones because it'll get pretty sweaty and not really designed for sports. So this will account for the wind going into the microphone. So it will know to deal with more input and cancel out more of the loud noise of the wind going into the microphone, if that makes sense. And you also have transport. So this will focus mainly on engine noises and just the whir of the hydraulics of the bus and just common sounds that are associated with transport. Scrolling on further down, you have the noise cancelling optimizer. I'm going to play it down. So basically what you do, you put your headphones on, you find where it's comfortable, whether it's over a beanie, over a bald head, over an afro, just over your head with glasses on, whatever it is, you do what you would normally do with your headphones. At this stage, you would then press start, and then the following audio would play in the headphones.
Optimizer, start. Optimizer, finished.
It will have the settings that are most suited to your environment and the way you're wearing the headphones. This is a pretty neat idea, and it's quite a fun thing to show people that don't really understand how noise cancelling works. For example, I've given it to a few colleagues and a few friends to try on, press start, and they're almost shocked on how it detects the ambient noise, it detects your atmosphere, if you like, and then it will all of a sudden go zzz and go into the noise cancelling. And it's very interesting to see their reaction before and after the noise cancelling has applied. So if you wanted to show your friends a demo of this, for example, give it to them, press this Start Optimizer button, it will then go through that optimizing. And it's pretty cool to show them the before and after of the noise cancelling. Next up on that list, you have Sound Position Control. What you do is you press the Sound Position Control drop down. It will then allow you to choose the various points where you can simulate music coming from. So for example, if you want the music to sound like it's coming from behind you, maybe you want to play some horror stuff and want it to feel like it's sneaking up on you, then you can select behind the head. If you want a simulation of right ear cup, press the right ear cup. If you want the simulation of the audio coming from the left ear cup, press the left. If you want the audio to simulate coming from way ahead of you, just select it. It allows you to select 6 different points. I'm not quite sure why you'd like to use this long term. I normally turn this off, but it can be fun to experiment with different ambient music and different styles and different genres of audio playback. Further down the app, we have the Surround VPT. Basically what this does, it allows you to simulate certain environments of audio playback. You've got arena, you've got club, outdoor stage, concert hall, and off. Let's say there's that certain acoustic track that you know sounds great in a very concert hall type situation. You can change the app to allow you to choose this, and it will simulate what it sounds like in a concert hall. Same for arena. Say you've got those anthem songs you want to play, select arena, and it will do its best to make it sound like you're there enjoying the music. It also comes with an equalizer to allow you to tweak every type of setting you can imagine. You can increase and decrease clear bass, you can change everything. You've also got some presets on there if you just want to select things like speech, which will put more emphasis on the speech in songs. Maybe that's better for spoken word songs. Or you could have bass boost if you have certain drum and bass things you want to amplify this. You just have treble boost, self-explanatory. You have vocal, relaxed, mellow, excited, bright, and off. You also have a couple of custom ones in there, so you can set it to however you like. Lots of customization, lots of flexibility with the audio playback. You also have a Now Playing tab. So if you've got any media playing in the background on your device, you can quickly pause it there while you change the other settings. It's just nice to have it all in one place, even though you might be listening to it on Apple Music or Spotify. There's a window called Sound Quality Mode. This allows you to choose between priority on sound quality or priority on stable connection. For example, if you know you have a good connection, choose sound quality because it's going to use it to its full extent. If you're on a dodgy Wi-Fi connection, choose the stable connection priority. There's an option as well. If I scroll down all the way to the bottom, you see DSEE-HX. As standard, it's set to auto. You can either choose auto or off, so on or off. And any lower quality MP3 files that you have on there, if you enable this, it will try and upscale these to be a more crisp and clear sounding file. To change the functionality of the noise cancelling or ambient button to be Google Assistant, etc., there's the option there. You also have the final option of the automatic power off. It's quite nice to be able to have the choice whether or not you waste the battery if you forget to turn it off, or it turns itself off. So picture this. You're in an office environment, or you're at the bus stop, and somebody talks to you. For some strange reason you don't want to take your headphones off. However, you want to hear what they're saying so that you can reply. Now, any normal person would just take their headphones off and say, hey, how's it going? But with these headphones, you can actually put your palm over the ear cup, and the media that you're listening to will quiet down to roughly, I would say, 10%. And it's somewhat amplified, as if the microphones are increasing the volume of the voice and quietening the music. It's kind of the anti-social, social option. I want to hear what you're saying, but I don't want to take my headphones off. Not really socially acceptable, but I guess it's a cool feature. Sony have decided to do away completely with the volume control buttons, whether it's skip track, next, previous, play, pause, all of that stuff. And in its place, they've chosen to go with gesture control. Double tapping on the ear cup very quickly will play and pause any media you have playing. Swiping forward with your finger will go next track. Swiping backwards will do the previous track. And if you swipe forward and hold it, it sometimes takes a while until fast forwarding actually starts, but this is how you would fast forward to a particular point in the playback. The same can be said for fast reverse. Basically swipe backwards and hold it in place. Again, it takes some time until the reversing actually starts, but then when you get to your particular point, release your finger. Swiping in an up motion will increase the volume, and also swiping down will decrease the volume. Don't expect these headphones to be the ultimate full package of absolute phenomenal performance. They are great for a noise cancelling pair of wireless headphones. However, the one biggest thing in terms of audio that I noticed was that the audio leak is not bad, it's noticeable. Let's say you're playing your song at roughly 70 to 80%. There's a good chance your nearest neighbour will be able to hear at least some of your track. Just something to bear in mind if you're planning to use this in a more professional environment like I do. In summary, this device is arguably the best pair of noise cancelling headphones in its price range. In terms of just the sound quality of your average playback, it is slightly bassy, which is good if you're listening to certain types of music. You can also change this with the Equalizer in the headphones app. But overall, it has a really, really great sound quality. I played a range of different styles of music, from hip-hop to heavy metal, and I didn't notice any particularly bad areas of the headphones, if that makes sense. I'm not going to pretend for 1 second that I'm an audiophile or I'm someone who pays attention to the mids, the lows, or whatever you want to call them. I think they're a decent pair of headphones. I didn't notice any quality loss or anything wrong with the overall playback. It was above average in my opinion. Nothing groundbreaking because it's not really its key selling point. The key selling point is the noise cancelling. So the playback and the audio quality gets a win from me. It's designed very well. It looks damn sharp and it's durable. No matter what size your head is, it's going to be able to fit. The gesture controls work really well, although it would have been nice for maybe a button or two more. You can wear these for extended periods of time. There is a slight bias on my part because this is the first pair of noise cancelling headphones I've ever owned, but when I tried a few at the store, as well as talking to friends and family, this pair of headphones gives you your best bang for your buck. If you have any questions about these headphones, please feel free to leave them as a comment below, and I will do my best to get back to each and every one. thank you very much for watching. This has been Adam from Ads Productions with the review of the Sony WH-1000XM3 noise cancelling headphones.